Have you ever found yourself in a moment like this? You are utterly exhausted, drained to your core, but the second the other person says, "I can't handle this, I don't know what to do, I'm scared," you stand up again, as if pulled by invisible strings, and you start solving, comforting, rescuing. You keep telling people, "I'm so tired, I really don't want to take care of everything anymore," but your actions betray you. You step in, you take charge, you carry their emotions, you fix their problems, you hold their world together. When you try to step back, a wave of guilt and anxiety instantly crashes in. What if they fall apart without me? Does that make me a bad person? If I'm not needed, do I still matter? And the other person, like a child who never learned to grow up, hands you every decision, every crisis, every emotion. They lean, you hold. They collapse, you rescue, you drown. They cling tighter. From the outside, it may look like deep love. Two people tightly bound, never letting go. But in truth, it is a quiet, slow erosion of both lives. Psychology has a name for this: codependency. It is not love. It is fear wrapped in tenderness and control disguised as devotion. Today we will look clearly at this pattern, why we fall into it, why it feels impossible to escape, and how to gently, steadily find your way back to an independent breath, your own breath. Codependency is a relationship structure built on imbalance. One person constantly gives, the other constantly receives. The caretaker becomes the hero, fixing, managing, rescuing, even controlling. The dependent becomes the child, helpless, avoidant, leaning, handing over their life for someone else to navigate. From afar, they look like two puzzle pieces that fit perfectly. But the fit is not based on maturity, autonomy, or mutual respect. It is a stitching together of fear, insecurity, and unspoken wounds. They think they need each other. But what they're really doing is using each other to cover the hollow spaces inside themselves. This is not love. It is a shared, silent collapse. Almost every codependent pattern traces back to childhood. 1. Growing up in a chaotic or dysfunctional home. In a home full of anger, anxiety, silence, or emotional volatility, a child often becomes the tiny adult, calming conflicts, taking care of emotional parents, suppressing their own needs. They learn, if I sacrifice myself, others stay stable. The seed of earning love through giving is planted very early. 2. Overprotective or emotionally absent parenting. Two extremes, but both create dependence. Overprotective parenting whispers, "You can't do it, let me." The child grows into an adult who genuinely believes, "I can't handle life alone." Emotional neglect teaches the child, "I only get attention when I'm fragile or falling apart." So in adulthood, dependence becomes a strategy to feel loved. 3. The deepest root, low self-worth plus fear of abandonment. Both caretaker and dependent share a hidden painful belief. I am not worthy of love unless I prove my worth. Caretakers prove it by giving. Dependents prove it by needing. Both fear being left. Both cling tightly. This is not intimacy. It is survival wrapped as affection. Codependency is not a moral failure, it is a neurological loop. For the caretaker, every time they fix a crisis or rescue the other person, their brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, the chemicals of reward and bonding. The loop forms, they need me, I matter, I must continue giving. The role becomes comforting, even intoxicating. Without someone to save, they feel anxious, empty, or useless. For the dependent, Each time someone takes over their responsibilities, their fear softens, their anxiety drops, and their brain learns, leaning gets me safety. Over time, their prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for planning, decisions, and self-control, becomes less active. Just like unused muscles shrink, their self-management ability weakens. The more they rely, the less capable they become, and the weaker they feel, the more they cling. This is why the relationship feels painful, yet nearly impossible to leave. The brain is hooked. 1. It kills personal growth. The dependent loses skills. The caretaker loses themselves. Both stop evolving. 2. It breeds resentment. Caretakers eventually break under exhaustion. I do so much, why aren't you grateful? Dependents suffocate under control. Why can't I live my own life? Warmth becomes heaviness. Love becomes resentment. 3. It damages mental and physical health. Chronic emotional strain elevates cortisol long term. Research shows codependent individuals face higher risks of anxiety, depression, insomnia, weakened immunity, heart complications. This is not dramatic, it is biological reality. Leaving codependency does not mean leaving the relationship. It means evolving the relationship from conjoined twins to two adults walking side by side. Here are the 4 essential steps. Step 1. Awareness. Admit the pattern exists. Ask yourself, if this person left, could I function? Have I slowly disappeared in this relationship? Do I repeatedly attract unstable or troubled partners? Awareness is not shame. It is the first doorway to freedom. Step 2. Build clear boundaries. Boundaries are not walls. They are the structure of mature love. Learn to say, your feelings belong to you. I can support you, but I cannot be responsible for your emotional world. For caretakers, help without taking over, support without saving. For dependents, start reclaiming responsibility, one small decision at a time. Boundaries are the beginning of healthy intimacy. Step 3. Learn to tolerate discomfort. The guilt, fear, and pushback that will come. Caretakers will feel guilty when they stop rescuing. Dependents will feel terrified when they start acting on their own. This discomfort is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of growth. Tell yourself, this is their responsibility, not mine. I am becoming healthier, not colder. If you can sit with that discomfort instead of rushing to fix it, you break the old cycle. Step 4. Turn inward. Rebuild your own light. Stop outsourcing your worth. Stop using being needed or needing someone as your source of identity. Return attention to your own life. Hobbies, friendships, decisions, personal goals, daily self-care. The more you fill your own cup, the less you will grasp others to fill it for you. Self-growing people naturally build healthier relationships. Intimacy is not enmeshment. Love is not martyrdom. Closeness is not losing your identity. Real love is never, you can't live without me, or I have value only when I'm needed. Real love is, I can stand on my own and I choose to stand beside you. Two individuals, breathing freely, growing independently, walking toward each other, not clinging out of fear, but connecting out of freedom. If you have ever felt suffocated, exhausted, or trapped in a relationship, I hope today's episode offers you a quiet doorway outward. May you unbind yourself from unhealthy dependence, step into your own life, and discover a kind of love that lets you grow, not shrink. This is happy psychology. May you understand yourself a little deeper and love yourself a little more. I'll see you in the next episode.